welcome to Drinking with Me. Uh, Today we have a good one here. Well, hopefully a good one. This is a Nebraska distillery, another one. Um, this distillery is in Omaha, Nebraska. Uh, Omaha's Brickway Distillery. And today we got a fun one. It's gin. Um, I didn't even know that Nebraska had a gin, to be honest. I've looked for different spirits across the state. So far, the only ones I have found are um, whiskey, white whiskey, and vodka. Although I do believe that I think it's Brickway. I think they might have a rum also. I could be wrong. Um, but apparently they have a gin. I found this at Whole Foods yesterday, of all places. Um, I was actually looking for apple juice to make some cider and stumbled across this. So, Brickway is rekindling the city's great spirits tradition. Brickway in Omaha is the first distillery since the Prohibition. In our historic brick-lined neighborhood, mad science meets art and instinct meets chemistry. We craft fine spirits for the people while checking predictability and pretense at the door. This is the stuff for drinking. Let's see. This is distilled from a grain, and it is charcoal filtered. 80 proof, so that's 40%. Um, and this was only $14 for this bottle, which is actually really not that bad. To be honest, I find that pretty affordable, especially if this ends up tasting good. Now, I've been chilling this in my freezer all day, so let's give this a go. It's has a kind of a mild smell to it. It has a bit of that. I wouldn't call it super piney, but it has a bit of that. Oh yeah, the more that it like warms up, the more I smell it. But it's not an off-putting smelling like um, some gins I think are too piney smelling. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. Um, some gins taste like a pine tree. This I actually do think is distinctly juniper. It has a bit of has a like a sweetness to it. Um, Kind of a like a berry note, almost like a blueberry. Um, and then it comes back with that piney note that juniper from. Yeah, this is really good. Like I said, it has like a strange blueberry note almost. Yeah, a nice sweetness to it. Oh yeah, that is really pleasant. I really enjoy that. Um, yeah, if you're a fan of spirits, um, if you're a fan of gin and you happen to come across Brickway Distillery, I definitely suggest their gin. Um, Now let's try it as a mixer. So what I got here is just a skinny margarita pop. It has no alcohol in it. Basically just a lime pop. And we'll go ahead and give it a little more splash of lime. Ooh, yeah, that is nice. That's a nice, simple little drink there. Um, you do lose a little bit of that blueberry taste. I think the lime kind of covers it up, unfortunately. But yeah, this is a very competent little drink that anyone could throw together. Um, so, as it's on its own, I'd probably give this a pretty high rating, especially since I'm not a big fan of gin. I'm usually kind of put off by that pine note. Um, but that unexpected blueberry note, like I said, really puts this up high. I'm going to call it a 9. The way I mixed it, I'm losing a little bit of that, but that might just be because of the lime. I'm gonna call that actually an 8.5 for mixing. So yeah, it's very competent as a gin. I'm very happy with it. If you get a chance to try Brickway gin, I definitely recommend it. Let's see. Look them up at drinkbrickway.com. As always, this has been Drinking with Me. Have a drink on me.